Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. We're celebrating a milestone moment for the town of Haddam, and it's been decades in the works. There's nothing more important, more critical to a small community, to an economy, to the people and citizens of this district than having appropriate infrastructure. And at the top of that list of infrastructure is accessible, clean water. And thanks to the folks here today, the people of Haddam will have access to clean water. And it's an honor today to introduce those people to you. Before I do that, I just want to say that there's been a tremendous amount of leadership from the Chamber President Larry McHugh, from First Selectman Lizz Milardo, and Representative Bob Siegrist. You've all heard the term, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. This is a perfect example, I think, of that. First Selectman Lizz Milardo has worked tirelessly since she got sworn into office in getting this project done. She has had focus, attention. She has been thoughtful, wonderful to work with, and I'm so proud of her today that she can today stand here and point to this accomplishment for the town of Haddam, for the people of Haddam. So with that said, it's an honor to introduce to you First Selectwoman Lizz Milardo to talk about this accomplishment. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. This has been a long time coming for the residents of Haddam. As you know, this has been going on for at least 40 years that we know about. The residents deserve clean water. There's many homes and businesses that are affected by this, and it's a great step for Haddam to help those residents with the water. I need to acknowledge there's been a lot of people that have helped. The Department of Environmental Protection and Energy, DEEP, has been a great partner in this. DPH, Department of Health, has been a great partner in this. Senator Linares, Representative Siegrist, Larry McHugh, and the Chamber have been a great part, and also Themis Claridis. I have to publicly thank Themis for her help. My town planner, Liz Glidden, who's here. When I first met her, was probably, I had met her previously, it was probably about a year ago, or 2 years ago. I was running for the position of First Selectwoman, and I went in and I met with her, and I said, can you put the Tylerville situation into English for me? Because there's a lot of different pieces to that. There's a lot of different chemicals, contaminants, and things that are going on. So Liz gave me a great education and background of the process. It was very frustrating to me that this has taken as many years as it can. And funding was an option, and how we were going to be able to fund that for the town and looking at things. So Art is probably correct. I showed up on his doorstep. Shortly after I was elected, I went up to Hartford. We had a meeting, and I really just started focusing on trying to get this problem resolved. It's a win for the town. It's something we need for our infrastructure. It's something we need for our tax base. I know, it is number one, a health and public health issue. But again, for our Tylerville area, where we have a lot of empty businesses and businesses that can't flourish because of this, it's going to make a huge difference for those businesses and for the residents to be able to have services that they need that most every other community is able to offer them. So with the funding going on, the next pieces of what is going to happen, we had a public scoping, public hearing last evening. Input was taken from the community. At that point, after July 10th, a final report will be done. The rest of the bonding needs to be secured, and at that point in time, the town of Haddam will sign a consent order with the state. That consent order is just a funding mechanism for the funds to come through. The town of Haddam will not be taking on any additional liability. That was another concern of mine. I didn't want to have this happen, and then God forbid the plume, which has been moving and we really can't judge where it's going to go, comes up and we end up with a huge liability for the town. So it was very important to me that the town not take on the additional liability once we got this piece taken care of. And now at that point, plans will be finalized, and hopefully we'll be able to break ground as soon as next spring. Connecticut Water has also been a great partner in this, and their engineers, in looking to make sure that the water can go from Denlar Drive in Chester all the way down here to Little Meadow Road and make sure that they don't need to put extra chlorine or contaminants in that. So there's been a lot of background done. There's been a lot of study. There's been a lot of conference calls. There's been a lot of time. But I'm happy to say this has been a great team effort. I couldn't have done it without everyone else. But I was passionate about getting this done for the people in Haddam, and I am so happy to be able to have gotten that done. So, thank you.
We are very fortunate to have one of the best chambers of commerce, I think, in the country. And much of that has to do with the two gentlemen standing behind me, Jeff Pugliese and Larry McHugh. Larry, former football coach, had told me before this meeting that kickoff is at 9:30. That's when we get started. We're 4 minutes late, and that's on me. So I might have to run wind sprints after this. But it goes without saying, everyone here knows the dedication and leadership that Larry McHugh provides this community. And small businesses are the backbone. They are the lifeblood of our local economy. And thanks to Larry McHugh's organization, leadership, and focus over the years, we have a strong family of small businesses. And it's an honor today to introduce to you the president of the Middlesex Chamber of Commerce, Larry McHugh.
Thank you. The only guy that used to get a lot of wind sprints from me is Sam Crum. I go back with Sam. I had Sam in the 8th grade in Durham. Now that puts me real old, but puts him in that same category. It's always good to see Sam, though. He's a dear friend. I'll start off with thanks. First to our state representative, state senator, Bob and Art have done a great job moving this forward. You need a team to go forward. We were supportive of this. Jeff did a great job in my office. But as I said to the division this morning, we had a meeting over at the Gelston House. I've been involved in this with the Chamber for 34 years, and this was a project that came up to us when we formed this division probably in the late 80s. It was impacting this whole area was the water situation. And Tylerville Center has been impacted economically by it, all of the businesses and the homes around here. But it took a real leader that was dedicated to get this off ground and put a team together, and that's Lizz Milardo. She deserves an unbelievable amount of credit for this project to go forward. I know Art and Bob did some heavy lifting on it and helped out. We helped out. But Lizz got behind it, and she pushed and pushed and pushed. And now the residents of this area, the businesses in this area will have clean water, and we will have the ability to attract other residents and businesses in here, which will have the availability of clean, good water. So, Lizz, thank you. I know Liz Glidden did a phenomenal job on this also. They are a great team. And this is the team right here that put this together. And as an old coach, you win with your players. You got a head coach here, and all of us were assistants moving it forward. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Larry. So if Lizz is the head coach, then I'm introducing to you the fullback of this project. Speaking of hitting the ground running, it took me 5 years. It took Bob Siegrist 5 months to do this project. So Bob has been working very hard since he was elected, just like Lizz, focused, a team player, and just working to get this done. It's just, I'm very happy to introduce to you the State Representative Bob Siegrist.
Thank you, Art. Thank you, everybody, for coming. This right here, in my opinion, is a prime example of how state government and local government working together could do some really great things. And this is really great for the people of Tylerville, for the people of the town of Haddam. I cannot express to you how grateful I am to Lizz Milardo, to Liz Glidden, to the Chamber, to Senator Linares for helping with this project. This is a public health issue that's being corrected. It's a public safety and security issue and an economic issue that is better now with the leadership of Lizz Milardo. This is a great thing for our community. I'm glad that everybody came out to support it. And I really want to thank, again, Lizz Milardo for moving Haddam forward. Thank you all very much.
And I think it's important also to give a hand and a round of applause to Jeff Pugliese and Liz Glidden, who worked tirelessly to get this project through. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Liz, did you want to say a few words or close it out?
I'll just say this has been a long time coming, and it's wonderful news, and I couldn't be more happy for the residents of Tylerville. Everyone has the right to clean water, and today is our day in the sun. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And if you have any questions, we'd love to field them now. So thank you.